Mark Twain said there are only two types of speakers in the world: the nervous and liars. Even the best public speakers have some version of anxiety as they are heading to the stage or the podium. Sometimes it's a small case of butterflies. Sometimes it's ultra hyped over anticipation of the big moment. And sadly, sometimes it's actual fear. No matter the version, in most cases, that anxiety is actually a good thing. What? Stay with me. You know who else usually has some version of anxiety or tension at the start of a speech? Audiences. And that is a really good thing. So often, what I see people with speech anxiety try to do is to simply make that horrible feeling go away. It is intuitive for anyone feeling discomfort to think that if the source of it could be removed or exorcised and fast, that life will immediately return to the rainbows and lollipops version they were living before. Yeah, it's intuitive, all right, like running from a bear in the woods. It makes perfect sense in the moment, but it's still a bad idea. The bear, staying with the metaphor, is scared too. It growls and charges at you, hoping you will flee. What are you supposed to do? The expert advice of dealing with a bear encounter almost sounds like it came from a speech professor like me. I recently traveled to Banff in the Canadian Rockies, bear country. Exploring animals prepped me with its 14 crucial do's and don'ts if you ever encounter a wild bear. The first three are: 1, stay calm; 2, do not run; 3, make yourself big. All advice that comes straight out of my speech class. But while there is bear spray, I haven't developed audience spray yet. But now I'm weirdly thinking about working on exactly that. Instead of a chemical solution, I want to point out an undeniable truth. At the moment any speaker is most nervous, almost always at the start, that is also when the audience is too. It is also the moment when the speaker has the audience's most intense, most profound, most undivided attention. Use it. I envision speeches coming from my trainees with heavy anxiety beginning like this, quote, "I'm nervous. You're nervous for me. Let's spend a few minutes being nervous together because I have something really important to tell you. So important, we all should be nervous." If you were among those afflicted with severe speech anxiety, I encourage you to use that opening until you don't need to anymore. The worst openers of any speech or performance are something like, "Hi, my name is Michael," or Marvin, or Manuel, "and today I would like to talk to you about." It's the kind of opener we hear all the time, and it should be banned. Another version is one we often see on TV or in theaters. "What's up, Brooklyn?" The crowd roars. Then the crowd sits down, adjusts their drinks and programs, and settles in for the show. Why does this suck in much the same way the "Hi, my name is" strategy? Because the tension of the audience has been released without being converted into value. Is "What's Up, Brooklyn" the most important and provocative segment of the show? Of course not. Does a speaker's name even matter? Of course not. At least not until the speech has become memorable or valuable. These openers are used by nervous presenters as their own tension releases, but it also calms the audience. Oh my God, don't do that. The opening nervousness of an audience is a gift every audience gives for free. Please don't waste it. While researching for this week's essay, I came across lists of articles and instruction guides on how to build tension in audiences. It's a common challenge for every storyteller, regardless of the platform. So then, why would any storyteller destroy the tension an audience freely gives? Again, this particular bear is your friend. During my searches, I also found countless lists of steps to reduce speech anxiety, and all of them individually at least have some validity. What I didn't find on any of those lists is how making the bear your friend will help immensely. It will help the speaker's anxiety because the bear's anxiety has been converted from fear or nervousness into attraction and interest in what the speaker has said or is about to say. Most people only try to attack their own anxiety at the podium, It's the source of discomfort we desperately want rid of, so we naturally fight it. The best way to do that is to try to benefit from it. Don't run from the bear. Adopt it, feed it, even provoke it. When you're done with all that, your nervousness will likely be reduced, and hopefully that scary bear will still want to chase you.